So I'm going to work on my glove box today. If I can't figure it out, there is a fix for this where you have to order some magnets to put here, and then it'll do that. So I've had the whole dash out before when I replaced the heater core on the car, so I've had the glove box out. That doesn't mean I remember how I did it. I thought the door was just going to come off, but the whole thing's attached, and you got a couple screws up top. That one's broken. Then you got to unplug your light right there. So whenever I have a car problem, and I do a little bit of research, and then I find out 700,000 other people have the same problem, then it makes me feel a little better, like I'm not the only idiot who broke my glove box. But what happened to me is the ears, this one is stuck in there, and on the other side, I broke that one off because that one was latched. So I did learn a little bit about how this light works. So when the glove box closes, this will hit this here, and that little switch is going to catch on that spring. The spring isn't on there right now because it slipped off. So I think this was probably never really working, and my glove box light was always on when I was driving and I just never realized it. So with that spring over there, now when the glove box closes, it's supposed to push on that, and that pushes on the spring, and that breaks contact, and then the light goes out. So this is such a common problem that they sell a kit to fix this with magnets. So your glove box door has these little spring pressure screws that go on the top here. So what this does is when your glove box door closes, it puts a little bit of pressure on that rubber, and then that keeps it from rattling and flopping around. So it's like a tight latch. So if my idea doesn't work, then we're going to order that kit with the magnets, and we'll make a video on that. But I think this is going to work pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I found a hair tie. I knew she was good for something. And I'm going to hook it onto here like that, and then we can wrap it around this light, and that should work pretty good, I think. There's a lot of research and development going on here. So we know the single loop doesn't work. We tried double looping. That's too tight. It'll hold it closed. We've tried slinging it around this way and hooking it in different places. You know, these hair tie things are more complicated than a fella would think. You gotta wrap it and get the tension. Alright, so pull it all, tension. Alright. And then you'd be twisting your hair in. Maybe we learned how to hair tie. So we have that spring adjusted perfectly. Our light's working. And it's not touching the hair tie. The hair tie is not touching any of the contacts. Because I was worried about a fire hazard, right? You don't want to be stupid. And that bulb is an old style bulb, so it probably gets really hot really fast. Do we have an LED option for this? No, the LEDs are of a different So when the key is out or off, it doesn't matter if the VW glove box is open or not. So it's not going to kill your battery. Alright, so we just got to run a couple screws in here. So the hair tie glove box fix is going to work great for me for right now. I might order the magnet kit, I might not. One day in the future, maybe I'd like to get a car, like if I find a silver Golf, and then we do the front end swap. Hopefully it has black interior, and we can get some black door panels, black seats. But the black door panels really, it darkens up the interior. There's all kinds of little tricks, like if you have the sunroof open, then it makes your windows not look as tinted because it's letting in more light. But when you close the sunroof, and then you have black door panels, it was kind of like the R32, where everyone thinks your windows are really dark. So if you don't want the handle flopping around, on mine, the lock still works, so you just lock it, and the handle's not going to do anything. But your glove box isn't locked, you can still just open it, because it's on the hair tie. And we've got the rubber bump stops in there, so we're not going to have any rattling or anything, it'll be fine. So I chose not to use the light in the glove box just because if this doesn't work or if it rattles loose or something and then the light stays on, I don't really need a light in my glove box. The only thing I'm going in there for is an extra magazine, and we don't need a light to find that. So you can see we're opening it, we're closing it, we're getting stuff out. If you want to get down here and get your receipts out, and you know, would I fold it down and try to set a drink in that little holder? No, but come on. So hopefully this video helps save you a little bit of money and fix your glove box for free. So thanks for watching, and remember, you matter.